Hey guys, Richard here again. Today in this video, it is part 10 on the European driving. So today's part 10 on the European driving laws. Part 10 on the European driving laws. I just got done recording the video for part 9, which was Italy. So I'm currently uploading it right now. Next up is part 10 on the European driving laws. And this one is a bit worrying for me. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about, worryingly, the driving laws in Russia. Now, I don't want to have to do this, but I pretty much have like no choice at all. But for my next videos for the driving laws, they're gonna get a little bit better. The war is still going on against both Russia and Ukraine. So I'm still praying for Ukraine. Excuse me. I'm still praying for Ukraine to win. So I hope Ukraine will literally win. So, hand on heart, I pray to God that Ukraine will win. I seriously hope Ukraine will literally win. I don't know, when the war will end, because it has been going on since 2014. So, yeah, 2014, a year after Paul Walker passed away. And, also, almost a year before Fast and Furious 7 was even out, for everybody to see the movie. And I even had the movie. So I once bought the movie one time, and I think I've showed you this before. I can't remember, but yeah, and I watched the whole movie. It was great. Furious 7 was just brilliant. And so yeah, but I promise, for my next driving laws videos, on the European driving laws, they are gonna get a little bit better. I promise. I solemnly promise, hand on heart, the next ones are gonna be a little bit better. I didn't want to have to do this one, but I just decided to, So I've done the ones from Ukraine now. Figured I'll do the ones from Russia. I don't want to have to do this, but pretty much I got, no choice. But I only do it for one time only. And then, for my next driving laws videos, they're gonna get a little bit better. So yeah, so part 9 is complete, Italy. So Italy is done, part 9 complete. Now part 10, Russia is next. So without any further ado, let's get started. But before I start, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit that notification bell, and hit all so you are alerted of when I make new uploads. Alright, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's get started. Alright, let's start. So first question I got is, what is the speed limit? So what is the speed limit in Russia? So higher car driving tips. The Russian speed limit in residential areas is 20. So in residential areas is 20 kilometers an hour. 20 kilometers. So 20 kilometers an hour. Sorry, 20 kilometers an hour. While in other urban areas, it's 60. So 60 kilometers an hour. Outside built-up areas, the limit is 90 kilometers an hour, increasing to 110 kilometers an hour on expressways. Next up is question number 2. How do they drive? Like, how do people drive in Russia? Some of the key traffic rules in Russia include the following. You must drive on the right-hand side of the road. Both the driver and all passengers must wear seatbelts. Using a mobile phone while driving or when driving is illegal without a hands-free kit. Hands-free kits will just literally be terrible or something, I don't know. Well, some of them might be terrible, others will not really be, like hands-free kits, depending on like what device it can be. Some cars these days, like, for like, instead of having to talk whilst driving, whilst you're on the phone, which is illegal, on some cars, like modern cars these days, would have like a computer on the side. Well, some iPads kind of touchscreens, where have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Say Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, like for some iPhones, they would really have like music, maps, messages, calendar settings, like podcasts. Say music, maps, messages, calendars. So calendars, podcasts, and like phones and all that stuff, and like the batteries on the side and time and whatnot. Blah 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 blah. Some of them would not work, but that one with all those settings on there and gizmos, they would kind of work. Depends on how strong the signal would be. It would depend on like the signal strength, because it would not really work that well. So yeah, okay, I completely forgot where I was. I'm gonna have to reset. So first question is, what is the speed limit in Russia? Hire car driving tips. The Russian speed limit in residential areas is 20 kilometers an hour, which is in miles an hour. It's like 12 miles an hour. So yeah, first question I got is, what is the speed limit in Russia? Hire car driving tips. Say hire car driving tips. The Russian speed limit in residential. Say the Russian speed limit in residential areas. I can't even talk. The Russian speed limit in residential areas is 20 kilometers an hour, 12 miles an hour. Say 20 kilometers an hour, 12 miles an hour. While in other urban areas, it's 60 kilometers an hour, 37 miles an hour. Outside built-up areas, the limit is 90 kilometers an hour, like 55, 50, 56, or 50, 56 miles an hour. So 90 kilometers an hour, 56 miles an hour, increasing to 110 kilometers an hour. So 110 kilometers an hour, 68 miles an hour on expressways. or freeways, highways, motorways, whatever. Next up, question number 2 is how do people drive in Russia? Some of the some of the key traffic rules in Russia include some of the key traffic rules in Russia include the following: you must drive on the right-hand side of the road. Both the driver and all passengers must wear seatbelts. Using your mobile phone while driving is illegal without a hands-free kit. Next up, question number 3 is what are the rules for roundabouts in Russia? This is the priority. Traffic heading from the right has priority at roundabouts, unless otherwise signposted. Priority must be given. Priority must be given to convoys of vehicles. Convoys of vehicles, and to emergency vehicles using flashing lights. Both trams and buses also have right-of-ways. So for those who don't know what trams are, trams are basically like trains what drive on like the roads where the cars go. I've seen this before, mainly in Europe we have that, like Russia, Latvia even, we have that in some different places, Depends whereabouts it can be, it could be anywhere, around Europe. So trams and buses also have right-of-way. Next up, question number 4. This one is kind of an interesting one for me. Is street drifting illegal? So is street drifting illegal in Russia? In other words, is street drifting legal in Russia? Drifting on the streets. The answer is no. Street drifting is illegal in Russia and can result. Street drifting is illegal in Russia and can result in severe consequences for those involved. Next up is question number 5. Is Russia right-hand drive? Russia follows the same right-hand traffic rules as many of its neighboring countries. Driving on the right is part of a historical tradition in Russia. In the year 1752, so that was, if I did math, 272 years ago, Empress Elizabeth, also known as Elizaveta Petrovna, so first name is spelled Elizaveta, and his second name is spelled Petrovna, officially sanctioned a law for drivers to remain on the right, and the rule has been maintained ever since. Maintained ever since. Maintained ever since. That was number 5. Next up, we got a bonus question, number 6. It is known as, bonus question number 1. So it's question number 6. What is the speed limit in the capital city of Moscow? In the built-up areas. So in the built-up areas, the speed limit is 60 kilometers. So 60 kilometers an hour. It's around 37 miles an hour. So yeah, 60 kilometers an hour, 37 miles an hour. In non-built-up areas, 90 kilometers an hour. It's like 55 55 miles an hour. Rounded up is like 56 miles an hour, roughly. So it's 55.923 miles an hour. So rounded up is like 56 miles an hour. Say 56 miles an hour. On the off-road city, not off-road, sorry, on the off-city highways, 110 kilometers an hour. So 110 kilometers an hour. So 110 kilometers an hour, 68 miles an hour. So I'll say again, 110 kilometers an hour, 68 miles an hour. So 68 miles an hour. Some highways around Moscow have 130. So 130 kilometers an hour, 80 miles an hour. Limit marked with green. So marked with green signs. So marked with green signs. Alright, so that is it, guys. So for my next video, I will be doing a bit more, I'll be doing more of these European driving laws, possibly a little bit later, I don't know, but I'll find out, or maybe on, maybe tomorrow or Monday, I don't really know when, but we'll see how it goes. I'll find out when I can do those, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys like this video, like it. So like it, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit that notification bell and hit all so you are alerted of when I make new uploads. Alright, so that's it for me. I gotta get going. I will see you guys. Can't talk right now. I will see you guys soon in the next video. There we go. But until then, stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.